Hey there, everybody. How's it going? Let me close the door and turn on the lights. Yeah, let's see. All right, yeah, we're gonna be doing some more character stuff today. Hey there, heroes. Yeah, let's see. We'll just we're trying to the dream is to get full coverage of uh of these things. So that means filling in all these nils and adding adding support for all these. So that's going to be a lot of the it's going to be our main goal going forward. Um, Says unable to connect to chat. That's interesting. It really just logged me out of Google in the middle of a stream. It's frustrating. Okay, let's see. But yeah, let's let's move all this forward. My computer is slow today. Well, it's slow every day, but extra slow today. Okay, so I guess for starters, let's see. Why is this kind of tilted? Huh, there we go. Let's see. Let's go through and let's set up a very basic asset importing pipeline. Okay, so actually, we're just going to have to be very simple. Asset. Okay. Would you be opposed to making it possible to have multiple masks at once? No, I'm not necessarily opposed to it. It just has to look good, you know? Okay, so let's tie all of this together. Um, let's see. Let's just go down and run a basic import test. There's game assets, import .luau. Hey there, Boppy. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Yeah, yeah, no, I appreciate you playing my game. I really got lucky having a community that, stuck around after all these years. Let's see. I think the a layer system is I think layers is nice in principle. In implementation, it's a bit messy. We will just have to, once we have more layered functionality in, then we can kind of experiment with it. But like if something, I don't want to commit to having multiple masks, like multi-layering masks, if it doesn't look right. I'd rather just give people either smaller parts that don't overlap that you could sort of fit together, or just, commit to having a lot more masks in there, you know? Like, yeah, because once layering gets involved, things get complicated. Overlapping, not so much. So we'll see. Is this a rework? So it's basically, I'm basically remaking Superhero Life 2 to a higher standard, hopefully. And yeah, that's what we're doing right now. We're working on taking the character assets, modernizing them, getting a better workflow. But I mean, it's kind of been a new. It's like it's a very different game. Like as you can tell, just looking at the map, like they're very different in their appearance. So it's just kind of like re going about. It's kind of more of like a reboot, just like full on like taking all the ideas that I think went well in the beginning and trying to do them as best I can. But yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm trying to really make this game, look a little bit more, not made almost a decade ago. Pretty much. Exactly, Hero. Can we see a peek of the masks? I mean, like right now, there aren't really any secret masks for you, the real Dragon King. Uh, I mean, like we have like the artifacts from last time, but beyond that, it's mostly just like accessories. We'll get to making some custom stuff soon, maybe even today, but not. But for now, like these are literally all the masks in the original game. So, yeah, but really, like it's just we want to focus on making more vanilla items first, so they can be reused a bunch. Um, but yeah, the I don't know. We are getting more of them, but not necessarily more custom ones. Like I've just made it so that we can import more like things that kind of operate as artifacts. Like for example, this thing right here will be a cool mask, but we're not necessarily going to be using this specific item as a mask on its own. In fact, let's actually take this mask and we can show the what's it called? Yeah, so this is Digital Ninja, which if I put it here and change this to monocolor, we're going to get a version of this that we can recolor. And so so check this out. So this is my plan to expand the amount of customizable masks. With this current workflow I have set up, okay, so we're going to load in So we've taken this mask by its asset ID. We're taking the texture, doing some processing of it, basically removing the color, re-uploading it, and then applying it as a surface appearance. Oh wait, did I not save? Oh, I didn't even sync in. I was like, this doesn't look right. All right, let's try this again. All right, so we take the original asset, take the texture, use editable image. So you can just read the texture directly to file if I was to do my workflow more outside. But the dream is that eventually I'll be able to do this with editable images in Roblox. But now you can see like, okay, what was originally a very specific color, now we can actually get like full, customization of it, which I think will lead to some very cool outfits. So these will be essentially the new masks. Um, we're not going to be doing asset ID level. I really hate those asset ID input things because for one, I don't like all assets. I think a lot of those hats are ugly. I don't think they look good in the game. And so I don't want to just allow any of them in. But I am going to be working on the pipeline that allows me to easily incorporate ones that do look good, but it'll just be manually reviewed and added rather than just allowing literally anything into the game. You know? Like I want to make it easy to add new masks that are also hats, but I don't want to allow just anyone to add anything. You know? But yeah, and that's the kind of the way that that's going to work. Let's see. Let's get another one in. This is fun. Okay, here's one. So this one is the Viridium Skull. And the Viridium Skull, as you know, is a pretty cool looking helmet. So let me just get I swear, the Roblox search is one of the worst things ever. Like just Google it every time. All right. Okay, so we'll take that. And then, oh, what? Okay, where do I get the original? Looks like that was just some random model. Oh well. All right, so let's try now. And so with this, hey, it's an honor as well. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, feel free to jump in whenever. I stream every weekday. But yeah, so this is the Viridium Skull. Welcome back, Reverse Spider. Um, let's see yeah. So I just took this skull, and now I have run it through the retexturing pipeline, which allows me to recolor it in any direction, any color that I want. Yeah, though let's actually here's a little secret. You can make stuff look metallic. It's not really a secret so much as just how it works. But if I put this, then in theory, I get a much more metallic shine. Though in this case, the texture resolution is pretty low. hmm But yeah, so yeah, we can basically get like full, like, recolors of these kind of assets, which I think is pretty nice. Um, yeah, let's see. And so now, well, let's see what else. But yeah, but that's pretty much been the drive for moving all of these over to their own customizable things. But yeah, so that expect to see a lot of these more directly integrated into the character editor. Let's see, what are some other good ones? Okay, we're going to go with this one, and then we're going to call it for looking at these. And we're going to. Okay, so we have this item. Okay, save it. Okay, so it created that. Okay, so from there, we really just need to look at it over here, and bingo, here we are. Yeah, now you can do like full on, like making various different versions of it. Yeah, but once editable images come out, we'll be able to tune this a lot more to like a specific aesthetic. But for now, I think it looks pretty good. But yeah. Oh yeah, no, the Daft Punk mask. That's one of them. Oh wait, the golden one. Yeah, let's do the gladiator one. Okay, yeah. I'm not good at keeping my word on not getting distracted anyway. Okay, the gladiator. I see a Spartan one. Is this is this what you meant by the gladiator one, or is there another gladiator one? Okay, Spartan. All right, yeah. So let's Spartan helmet Roblox. Okay. Where did the original one go? Spartan Pack? No. How do we? Okay, so let's try again. Spartan helmet. Just gonna keep looking through it until I find the one that I'm looking for. Okay, we're gonna go with deluxe Roman helmet. Or here's the finding stuff on Roblox these days is just impossible. My goodness. All right, we're gonna go with this one. Shout out to Torten Skjold UGC. I probably didn't say that right. I apologize. Because they made this helmet, and we're not gonna necessarily keep it in the game, but we're gonna demo the technology with it. Oh, looks like you found the original. Oh yeah. When I finish all suits, yeah, we're gonna use the preset characters for translating stuff. Um, but yeah, okay. So it looks like um, did everything go all right? It looks like it just kind of froze. What is going on with my computer? My goodness. Okay, so that's creating an image. It's just going slow sometimes. All right, so I see Pointless Duvid has provided this. Thank you, Duvid. Beautiful. Okay, there it is. So we're gonna actually use that one after this, but since yeah, no, it looks like it completely failed. The API failed for the other one anyway. So all right, beautiful. Save. Okay, and it seems like okay, so it's creating image. Hey there, Silent Sparrow. Thank you for stopping by. And that's been created. So now, ooh, dang, something went wrong with the retexturing of this one. What happened here? It's like a camo color. Hmm. Oh, I think it's because I normalized it. Yeah, that's on me. Yeah, this one has to be normalized. So this is actually the texture the original one has when you take the darkest value and make it black and the brightest value and make it 0. I should make a non-normalized one. Okay, so monocolor should be different from normalized. So let's go into here. Monocolor, normalized, bright, brightest monocolor, and then we're also just going to do a bright monocolor. Okay, so we're going to take these. Now we're going to go into the editor. Okay, so let's actually. Oh, whoops, I broke it. Um, let's go back into here. So we're going to stick with that, and now we're going to go into the accessory util and modify it so that we can actually texture based on the. Okay, so we have brightest monocolor. Okay, so we have normalized brightest monocolor, normalized bright monocolor, normalized monocolor. Okay, so let's try this again. Monocolor. And what we're going to do is we're going to take the, why am I inverting it for monocolor? To grayscale, clamp value, key alpha to inverse value. Let's see, what else would that be? All right, well, let's just see how that looks. Okay, we're going to let's try again. So loading in all that. Okay, better, but still pretty rough. Is the texture just like this and I forgot what happened? There, there, there is some smudging if you look at it in the 3D preview. Maybe I just never appreciated that. Okay, so let's just make a bright monocolor and then see what happens with that. Um, okay, so bright monocolor, clamp value. Okay, so then okay, so let's try this and we will. Is mayonnaise an instrument? No, but apparently it's a helmet. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. So we found the right tuning of it. Now, if we take the metal texture we did before, metalness map, put it onto here. Beautiful. Oh wait, that one isn't a pure metal one. Okay, we're gonna have to be a bit more. Okay, I was like that normal map's looking a bit weird. Um, okay, no, let's try this one. Much better. Okay. Yeah, so when you apply it with the shiny metal, you get a pretty nice helmet with, and we have full recolor thing. So if you want it to be like a bronze helmet, you can do that. Want it to be silver, you can do that. Like that's the miracle of this kind of technology, of like this more advanced workflow. It allows for a lot more. Like if you want like a blue steel one, like that is now able. If you want it to be pink, Yeah, rose gold or something, you know? And I think that that's pretty nice. Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. From the makers of Mortal Metal, Immortal Metal. Yeah, so expect to have like this kind of workflow power all the character creation stuff. So yeah. Oh yeah. No, that the whole dream of this is to make the process for adding assets and like working with them as easy as possible so that we can have like okay, like the Ice World Smuggler, this is a cool helmet. You know, like and so from a developer's perspective, it would be awesome if I could just go in, put this here, press save, and then, you know, it just adds it to the game. Like that means so much more stuff. Especially once I make some deals with like UGC people. So far, like my line of reasoning is okay. If I use a UGC item, and I think this is fair, a UGC item should be able to be bought in the game. You know, like if you see a hat which was made by a person, uh, or even just the regular hat for that matter, why not offer it? You know, then you should be able to buy it as well. You know, I think that'd be a win for everyone. They get free marketing of their stuff. I get to expand the catalog a bit. Okay. Ooh, look at that. That is nice. Yeah, so we can just have all these different ones. Let me let me see what let's do just monocolor again. I believe in it. Okay. I feel like monocolor should work better, you know? Like and ideally once you have editable images, this will be something you can actually tune. Like you can like set a value for various like recoloring. Um, that's interesting. So accessory type, why is that not working? So monocolor, invert value, and then I want to invert it back. Okay, let's try that again. How does this thing look? There we go. Oh, that's interesting. It like like it basically chose the ooh, I like this. This is cool. But like when yeah, when there's more tuning, you know, like we'll actually be able to make these like different um hey there, Will. How's it going? Right now we're talking about the asset workflow. This is being dynamically textured, essentially. But yeah, no, yeah, I think this looks pretty good. Little details are showing up nicely. Yeah, and so now it's just, hooking all that together. The amount of absurd workflow stuff that just goes into making the hats for this, but yeah, then from there, let's see. Any, yeah, but for the most part, today's going to be a bit of a boring stream. We're just going to go through and we're going to try to make it so that all the legacy assets, which are right here, we're going to go through and we're going to try to translate them to new assets. And that's going to be a process that takes a while. Yeah, basically, we're going to just make a little script just to help us integrate them where um, I appreciate your optimism. Tell me if it still seems exciting an hour from now. Yeah, but for the most part, we're just gonna get into that. Okay, so the so we have how should we do the assets? I guess let's just make it a little sequence. So we'll have like local function import asset. We're gonna make a little asset ID, and let's see what's the best way to do this. So we have these different data types right here. Um, okay, so we have these different data types here. So this is the download data. So the first one we need to do is we need to have we need to get the actual catalog data for an item. So that will take the marketplace service, right? Oh, certain. Append indices, workflow util. It might be avatar editor service. Okay. Seems like it's avatar editor service. And so from there, I need to put this up with the other services. I also need to close the script so that I don't edit it because this isn't the right script. And from here, this is a package. What am I doing? My brain is soup today. All right. So from there, let's see. So search catalog, prompt, create outfit, prompt allow inventory read access, get outfits, get item details. That was it. Okay. Asset ID, enum.avatar item type, asset. Okay. Local item details equals. We'll just print it for now. See how that looks. And let's get okay, so where is the legacy data? So let's take the actual assets that we're using for the game and just use them as the test data, because that way when we're finished working with them, they'll all be imported, which would be nice. So how about let's go with these artifacts. And asset import story local assets to import. Let's just It's just one of those things where I know for a fact that if I stopped and thought for like a minute, I would find a way to use like a regex pattern to remove all of these at the beginning. But if I was that smart and focused, I wouldn't still be making the same game 7 years later, would I? I would have released Superhero Life 4 and y'all would be playing that. So we're just going to have to accept my limitations as I slowly delete all of these. Yeah, this has probably been my biggest character arc as a game developer. It has been getting a lot better at knowing when to automate something, when to just grit my teeth. Not perfect at it for sure, but the amount of like swings and complete misses I make are much lower now. Usually when I make something, either I realize it's a bad idea within like 30 minutes, or I finish it and it works out. Very rarely will I spend like 2 weeks on something trying to automate something and then just it's a complete mistake. But yeah, I think that's just something that comes with time for the most part. That kind of experience, like you can learn specific lessons. I think if you're interested in game development, there are a lot of good channels from the Game Developers Conference ones to just the various different game design channels. Like, there's no like specific one, just like learning from others is a skill that is just really solid to have, especially when you're starting out in your career. Okay, we're making progress. Okay, I can see the end of the tunnel. About to go, I think about how long stream day? We're gonna be aiming for 2 hours. I have been tired for the last two, but I feel like I have some energy right now. I I think I just need to get through this relatively boring patch. Like there are times, I think with the map, it was very motivating because like you could see some clear progress at the end of every day. Whereas now it's like suffering for 3 hours, and now you can press a button and a hat that's a different color appears. Like we used to be a real studio. Like there were times where I'd like make an entire skyscraper in a day, and that would just be cool. Um, but yeah, so moving these back over. Okay, so we're just gonna go through these, and we're gonna do a basic check first. Uh, okay, so let's have it return a function. No. I missed Monday's stream. Oh, well, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, Zone. Yeah, no, it's been a busy week, and I just, been trying to maintain my energy. Import. Okay, so let's actually local asset equals import shared accessory util. Actually, I'm pretty sure it's asset util. That's right. When the number one asset you download is an accessory, um, you really shouldn't have all that stuff be. It shouldn't have two things with such similar names. What is even happening? So right now I am asset ID. So right now what I'm trying to do is essentially create a small workflow for me to just add one-off things. Like it, just basically take what I did for the past week and then just make it a lot more modular. Like clean up it from like 5 different scripts into a single one. And then with that, what we're going to do is we're going to take all these assets and use them to modernize and replace the existing ones. Basically, we're going to take all the artifacts from Superhero Life 2 and integrate them into the system. So that'll be good. The enum, let's see, metadata is retexture is removed. So is all right. So that should look all right. Okay, so we're adding a little bit of metadata. Okay. Yeah, so select an Explorer group, assets, and we'll just sync the tag to Lua. I'm not sure I recommend sleeping in class, but I know I sure did it. Glad you didn't. It didn't cause you any trouble. Okay, so how about let's texture type material original. Okay. Uh, let's add another constant, namely asset type equals pseudo enum asset type accessory. Texture type still good. Okay, so now made give task asset local death signal goes Roblox script connection. Death signal is equal to asset set on. No, so it's destroying dot connect function. Index is equal to that. Index plus equals 1. So actually, let's have the asset ID is equal to assets to import index. So index plus equals 1. No, how could you, Zone? Uh, it's not supposed to be a statue. It's supposed to be an NPC. So I promise I'll do it correctly this time. I do like having my character somewhere in the game. I think that's fun, you know, being able to sort of live in that place. It's just a cool feeling. So yeah. Okay, so destroying, call back. What else would it be? Attributes equals asset, get attributes, print attributes, and then also just get the tags. We just want to make sure that the tags actually transfer over. So asset get tags. Okay, and then for that, all right. So let's see how this goes. All right, so tag to Lua, assets, import. Okay, so that part looks like it worked, and it seems like it got the tags correctly. Asset ID, asset type, accessory. Loaded another one. Okay, so we have to do a check to see if the process died. Otherwise, we're just going to make a memory leak for ourselves, which I guess technically we already have. But let's see. So okay, so if is dead, then return it. What else? Okay, so we have that running. So now we just need to. Okay, so we have to add it the indice. We have to add the metadata. which we seem to have made some mistakes on, is removed. Nice. Yeah, okay, so we have the attributes. Oh, let's put the asset in the workspace. Okay. Legacy data. No. 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 There we go. All right. So where is it? There we go. Okay. So this is our asset. Okay. Let's actually make our lives a little bit easier. We are going to take the camera's current location, and we're going to make sure that that it always puts the thing out in front. So let's see, when it creates it, local camera equals workspace.current camera. Local camcf equals camera.cframe import shared accessory util. And then we're going to pop in and we're going to pivot it. Okay, so if asset is a accessory, then we're going to pivot it to these points. cframe.new. Okay, so let's try this. Hey, nice. See, it just creates it. We need to rotate it though. cframe.angles 0, 0, 0, math.pi. Actually, let's put this after the rotation. Let's put the rotation after we've moved it, because that way we don't have to reposition. All right, see, we can just make this wherever. And then what we're going to do is we're going to make it so that using this, we can say, all right, so looking at these different categories before us, I can say that this, let's see, is it multicolor? Not really. Is it a retexture? Not to my knowledge. Is it invalid? No. Does it have any extra hair? No. All right, then I think we could say this is a pretty solid thing. And so we can now check the asset ID, all that stuff. And then with that data, hopefully, okay, so we have, can you add a camel texture? Definitely once editable stuff is out, we can do some more complicated textures. If there's a material for it, maybe. Like that's the only, but for the most part, textured items require editable, either it needs to be a general texture or I need to be able to edit it. So at some point probably, but not soon necessarily. So let's go back to the asset util and create some stuff. So getIf valid, asset tags is removed, has accessories, has decorations, is invalid, is multicolor, is miscategorized. I'm going to remove a lot of these. If it's invalid, if it's a retexture or invalid or miscategorized, then we will remove it. Otherwise, Does it really matter? Um, so metadata get, read, so new asset, so get index data. Okay, so the metadata here, so internal metadata is retexture of tags, at index data, internal metadata. Okay, so then I believe we should be able to read the metadata from it. So local metadata is equal to asset util dot metadata dot read, and then local import data. Okay, so we're just doing all this stuff because we want to do this once. I'm glad that we took the time to sort of flesh out the process before. I think that's a good move, but for the most part, I think that this is definitely something where we want to keep the import pipeline just as easy as possible. All right, so let's see, all this looks good. So then I can delete it. Let's see. The metadata looks okay. Okay, and so now let's actually go over to the workflow util because we're going to want to write this stuff. So update metadata. So we want to write this here. Okay, so data registry. So local data directory is equal to data outfit accessory. All right. So then from there, local import file. Okay, equal to data directory import that JSON. Will sleep be added? I do want to add more role play support. Definitely like having things to eat and drink, and sleeping would be nice. But those will definitely be added over time. I'm not going to make a huge push to add sleeping to the game. But when the time comes, like when I make a bed or something and have like a role play like mechanics thing fleshed out, then that'll be when we start doing this stuff. The main priority for me is getting it so that every chair is something you can sit in, you know? Okay, so local all metadata. How is metadata stored? Is it just okay, so it's keyed. Okay, so it's string metadata. I need to, okay, type metadata equals asset util dot metadata. Type import data equals asset util item data. And then let's see what index data is index data. Okay, so now we can actually go through and, okay, so metadata is equal to that. All metadata. All right, so how about just do metadata registry? It'll be a registry if it has a key. Otherwise, it'll be a list or array. So then import data, import registry. Let's see, does that one have? No, this one's a list. Okay, so import list. Let's see, what else? So import list, and then I know the index one is a list, so indices list. And for these ones, we just want to remove the key. All right, perfect. So now we can write, so now we can actually use file util to metadata registry equals file util.read metadata file path. Oh, then I have to do JSON, JSON decode it with the HTTP service. Input HTTP service. And so JSON decode, which is very handy for Roblox stuff. I feel like JSON decode is like an underappreciated thing. Like that's like it helps you with so much stuff down the road. File util.read import file path indices list read indices file path. Okay, so now we're going to write these JSON encode. So write from here. Metadata registry. So this is how we will handle all this. It's a little bit risky in the sense that we're basically, if this messes up, it does kind of brick everything, but this is why we have version control. If this was a live thing, I'd be a lot more worried, but you know, it's not. So indices file path, indices list. Okay, nice. All right, so I think that looks all right. Let's, okay, so we're gonna have metadata read asset. Hey there, Kato. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, right now, I guess I'm not sure if this will be as exciting as you think it is, but I'm mostly just going through and I am trying to make it so that we can easily tag and handle this kind of stuff. So let's, so I think the next thing we got to figure out is if it has retexture. So update retexture status. Okay, so mesh part. local mesh ID. Yeah, the hope is that after we get this script done, we can delete all of these scripts, just get them removed from the workflow and keep our code clean. Okay, so two number ID. Hey, I appreciate the excitement, man. I could use the hype most days. Retexture registry. So in that case, so retexture registry. How do I find that? Okay, so import data. So retexture registry instance. Trying to think if there's going to be an easy way to like mass handle this. Shoot. Okay, can I add, so import, so let's see, ID, item status, item type, asset type, product ID, lowest resale, lowest price, sale location type, not applicable. Okay, we're going to have to, I think, accept a secondary, we're just going to have to do retextures by hand, I think. So we'll handle that a different day. So deleting that, removing retexture tracking. Let's see what other stuff. So metadata tags. Let's see. Why are none of the tags getting added? What's going on there? Okay, let's turn this off for a second while we okay, so going into, so append indice, table.insert. Okay, so table.insert asset, so metadata.id, data registry, indices list, metadata registry equal metadata.id, or I guess we're going to make it a string. So toString metadata ID equals metadata. What else? Asset util. Where are all these cool tags at? So I am doing read, so metadata registry. So I'm getting metadata directly from here. And it should have tags. Okay. Let's, we might have to do something a little bit smarter than just trigger it with destroying. Local function fire next. Okay, which is fine. I know, responsibility, it sucks. Let's see, how about add tag Um, add tag is complete. So we've made a new tag called is complete. Let's actually give this one a little icon. I think that'd be fun. Icon, let's a little check. Is there a little checkbox? Little checkbox. Nice. Okay, now let's save it. Tag to Lua. And then what we're going to do, so fire next. So asset tag on. Is there really, there is a tag event, right? It's like get tag. Maybe not. Okay, I might just have to use collection service. So import collection service. Okay, and then we're gonna have to include tag. So import shared tags, local on is complete tag equals tags dot okay, we're gonna have to make a new group called workflow. Okay. Group, create new group one. Developer, or how about just, okay, so workflow. All right, so now save that. Tags dot workflow is complete. Yep, certified complete. Thank you, Kaito. Am I saying it right, Kaito? Is it Kato? But let me know the right way to say it. Okay, okay, so kind of, but oh well. If it makes you feel any better, I still can't say my girlfriend's name fully correctly. She thinks it's cute though, so which I'm very lucky because I have tried very hard. It's like Portuguese has a nasal sound, which I just cannot translate, and it happens to be in her name. And yeah, one day though, that's a goal. Um, okay, so we're gonna have a local collections event. Yeah, the collection service get get instance added signal is complete tag connect function and disconnect this, but fire this. I guess the local is indexed equals false. So for IV and I pairs indices list do if v.assetID equals metadata.id, then is indexed equals true, break, and then we're going to have it, if it hasn't been indexed, then we'll add it. We don't want to have multiple of these. Okay, so what else? Metadata, we should set the item data too. Import data, so I guess what? Import list. Okay, we're gonna have to do the same thing again, which is why we're gonna wrap it in this and just repeat the code, you know? because this is a workflow file. It doesn't need to be it doesn't need to be as nice as the others. Okay, so if asset ID nil, then return end, then okay, so warn assets, insert asset ID. Sounds good. Have a good time, Zone. Let's see. So now, okay, well, we actually want to keep that open for a second. Well, so import list is indexed equals false. Then we'll add the import data to the import list. And from there, okay, so we should have enough in theory to give us our first test. So let's, okay, we press the import button. There we go. Okay, so now, um, okay, so accessory, asset ID. All right, so that's nice. We need to delete the asset though. Task asset. So let's just wrap it here. No reason to have an issue. So made give task asset. Asset is a accessory. Fire next. Okay, so fire next should delete the current asset. Okay, so you want to delete that right here. And then we also want to have it to handle conditions where the child is, so if child equals asset or child is descendant of asset, then we do this. Beautiful. Yeah, I think that should be pretty good. Okay, so now let's actually give it a go one more time. See, so import. Okay, so it's loading that. Let's see, do we have any notes? How many more streams do you think there will be? Well, yeah, Kato's right. That it's not something I've ever been good at. Anyone who's familiar with my work knows that I will say things are coming out at a certain time, and then they won't, you know. It'll be out when it's done. I can say that the I think that once we have all the assets ported over, we'll be able to get to having a character editor playtest pretty soon. So it's just, after that, it's done as powers and finishing up the map, and it's just, these things take a while, but hopefully not too long. So let's see, asset has accessories, is retextured. Okay, so this should now, all right, so this one is retextured. asset type accessory. All right, so I should, so import story, accessory util. So we want to, if we want to read the metadata off the item itself, asset ID, so is retexture of, or, and retexture of is over 0. Okay, so we are going to take this. Please tell me they put it on a, as a constant. Okay, so retexture of key, so that is asset util. So then from there, I can, so import, so asset set attribute, asset util, retexture of attribute. And so I should put that up here. I should be responsible. Local equals asset util retexture. Nice. And we need to set that to 0. That's the forbidden number. And we're going to add material-specific footsteps. That'd be really nice. I do want to add that. More like those kind of immersion stuff, like weather, environmental sounds, just in the soundscape in general. I'm going to get a lot better at, I promise. Because I really think it's important for immersing the player, and I want this game to feel like a place, you know. Let's see. All right, so import. No, but we should add has retexture if another one references it as the retexture. Okay. Local retexture equals. Should that just be something we support natively? Like it should just check that no matter what when it's read. Is retexture of. No, let's do it at the workflow level. That could add a lot of processing. Well, like the thing is, the original game. So like it shouldn't stand out. It should just sound like you're in a place. Like if you want to turn off the footsteps, that'll be because like either I did the footsteps wrong or you want no sound at all. You know? Um, though having a variable sound slider would be quite nice. I love you. All right, my wonderful girlfriend. She's heading out. Let's see. So now back to focusing on this. So insert indices list, metadata. Okay, no, I was handling the has retexture stuff. Retexture of attribute key. So if, okay, so let's so retexture, retexture, retexture. If metadata asset ID equals nil, then we will have that be set there. What else? Okay, so if metadata dot tags what's that one called? Local has retexture tag equals tags dot assets dot has retextures. Has retexture equals false, then for KV in pairs, metadata registry, do end if v dot retexture of equals asset ID, then set this to true. Great. Okay. All right. Nice. All right. I think we're actually set now that we've set this up. Let's actually save our work. Progress standardizing. What's it called? What is this called? What is this? Asset import workflow. And also, we didn't standardize it so much as streamlined it. So now, all right, let's also add something for local skip if already imported equals true. So we're going to do if so if skip already imported, then already imported and metadata registry to string asset ID. So let's just make a local function set right import data. We're just going to have that be this. And then we're going to have this one be this one. So local function right index data. So that beautiful. So we're gonna, and then we're gonna, when this happens, we're going to write index data, return fire next. And so print skipping what data. Okay, so now I think we should be set to work through all of these. Okay, so import. Oh wait, did we reconnect the stuff at the bottom? We did not. Okay, then we aren't going to be set for that. So interestingly enough, it did seem to already skipping Mr. Robot. I guess that one was already in there. Wonder if we messed up. We'll see. Okay, so we have this set. Import Okay, skipping Mr. Robot. So is retexture of, let's see, so what, I'm just going to look up Fedora in the marketplace. Roblox Fedora, the classic Roblox Fedora. Okay, so this one is a retexture of that one. Is there, and it is multicolored. Yeah, but wait a second. Hold up. Does the, just double checking here. All right. Yeah, that one's not working. Okay, so we made a mistake with doing it this way. There's literally a helmet called Chris. Yes, yes, there is. Yeah, yeah. It's a cool helmet. I was born in the chaos. Um, if mesh part, then if data.tags tag equals not equals to true, then true, then we'll just do it on the instance itself. Okay, so that should handle this better. All right. Okay, so we're gonna try this again. So we have, it is a reskin of this one fedora. And it is multicolor. I think that's pretty much it. Does it add is retexture in the case that it is a retexture? It does not. How many times do I got to do this to myself? I swear. Okay, so data dot tags. Just double checking that like I haven't totally messed these up. Okay. Um, all right. Okay, so data dot tags dot. All right, so we're just gonna have see asset retexture of. Okay, so asset tags tag asset tags add is retexture equals data dot retexture of, it's not equal to nil. Okay, so that should handle it. Okay, we might actually finish it this time, I swear. All right, so we got this, so we're just gonna be cruising along. You just need to think this through. The texture of that, it is multicolor. Yeah, it's complete. Give me the next one. All right, so we have this one. I don't think this, would you really consider this multicolor? I'm not sure I would. I don't think it's an obvious retexture. Yeah, okay. It's complete. This one's multicolor. I don't think it's a retexture of anything. It's complete. This one is multicolor and complete. Did I mess with this one? Is there like a light one too? In which case, a bright presence. Okay, so it's a reskin of a dark presence. That's funny. Customizable, a bright presence, a dark presence. Okay, a dark presence, and so that one, so this one is a reskin of a dark presence. Um, all right, let's just stop it right now. Why is it erroring at me? No yield instead of changed events. Shut up. Fine. Here's your no yield. Okay. Let's try now. I think we might have just lost all our work. Oof. Let's see. Oh, no, it saved it. That's cool. Okay, never mind. It worked. Okay, so then, yeah, no, I was born in the retro games. Um, yeah, no, yeah, no, I appreciate the support, Kato. I made a mistake with accidentally having the write process happen in the here. I really should call this write async because there's a delay, but I'm lazy and not a good programmer. Um, yeah, so is retextures, it's categorized, has skin. I mean, it's multicolor. Well, is this multicolor though? Because like I think that we should have it so that the things that are like single color, that's not multicolor. Thank you. I appreciate it. I I'm an okay programmer from my perspective. I've gotten a lot better since I first made this game, but at the end of the day, I still make a lot of silly mistakes. But yeah, but you're right. I have come a long way, so I should be less hard on myself. Okay. I should make it tell me when I should make it write success when I send one because it makes me feel better. Successfully integrated. Let's see, what was it? Import data dot name. Okay. So okay, so night of okay, so we have this one. It's pretty cool. Is multicolor, is miscategorized. Hmm. Has retextures, has extra hair, has decorations, has retextures. Da, 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 da. This looks about right. Okay, so this is cool. Ooh, I like this. Do we consider the red and like the blue to be multicolor? I don't think we should count this much red to be multicolored, you know? Um, all right, so now we have this one. Yeah, this one's probably multicolored. Yeah, it's multicolored. I want it to be like, well, technically, but this is also a reskin. So what's the original Dominus? What was the first Dominus? Dominus Imperius is the first head of the Dominus series. So that would make Dominus Imperius the original. And of course, actually finding it is a nightmare. So Roblox, Dominus Imperius, in Marketplace. Starting, someone's selling it for 65 Robux. I will say, I don't like limiteds, but it is also very funny with at the speed at which these have all been scalped and like repeated. Like I don't like limiteds, but this UGC stuff is a bit silly. Okay, what is retexture of that? Let's actually just verify for a second that we are doing this correctly. Like to me, like the cool thing about the internet is that you have infinity. You can have as many like you can in the digital world, you can have as many hats or whatever as you want. And so to me, limited is kind of like bring the worst part of reality back in, which I don't know. I didn't miss scarcity that much. Okay, so let's see. So how is multicolor true? Retexture of. Let's see, has accessories, is retexture true? Beautiful. Wait a second. Did I do this right? Oh no. Okay, has retextures. Oh, wait, what does it think it's the re oh, but wait, no, this is a retexture of the original. Okay, gotcha. No, I did this right. No, actually, I don't know yet. I need to check here. Okay, wait. So what's this one then? Is it the fire one? Please be the fire one. Please be the fire one. Please be the fire one. Yes, it's the fire one. Okay, cool. All right. So then, with that in mind, okay, seems like the Dominus Imperius was first. Yeah. The Yeah, so yeah, we want to the reason, in case you're wondering, Kato, why we care about the retextures is because surprisingly, I'm not sure if you knew this, um, textures are the heaviest thing short of video that you can stream into a Roblox game. Like you can, I'm not even kidding. If you ever do the math, like counting, like if you assume like 4 pieces of data per pixel in a texture, you can actually have like a 100 by 100 texture. That is actually like, what is it, 10,000 triangles worth of mesh. Like just a very low resolution image, like an icon image is like bigger than most meshes. Like so you want to be really careful with your textures, which is one of the reasons why I really don't want to yeah, yeah. And that's one of the reasons why whenever something is retextured, I want to try to keep all the retextured things together so I can use just a single texture for it. Ideally, that's the dream at least. Um, this is cool. It isn't multicolor. I'm pretty sure this is like based off an older hat, right? I'm almost certain this one is. You know, super coolness points to anyone who can remember the original. It's like a helm. The original one's like a helm. Aphthiton, Cleos Aphthiton original. I'm just not like I remember this one. Like it's so annoying because like I know that like it exists. I just try to remember the what the original one was called. It's like a silver with gold. This is old Roblox. Maybe it is. Maybe I should just accept this one as the original. But like I could have sworn there was a gray one. Maybe I'm just going. No, no, no! Wait! Okay, okay. Now, all right. Just so that we know that I'm not crazy. Okay, here it is. Okay. You see, it exists. I just need to figure out what it is. Coif of Glory. That was it. I can't remember, you know, family members' birthdays. Sometimes I forget my own age, but I can remember that this hat existed. So yes, bow to my weaponized autism. Um, yeah, no, it's I think it's the old Roblox names were odd. They chose like some very Latin names for stuff, you know? Oh, I hate Windows. I hate Windows so much. It just did a thing where like it popped up a thing that I did not press stuff. It just occasionally Windows will just make stuff pop up. And it's not a virus. It's like the UI for the Explorer itself. It's not like a web page or something. Just annoying. And one day I am going to move over to like Linux, and no game will ever come out again because I'll just be spending the rest of my life debugging Linux. Um, but yeah, where is that? Okay, so we have that as a retexture. It's a multicolor. Okay, this looks good. It's complete. Um, this one is actually, hold on. Let me check the metadata. Fedora? Fedora. So Fedora, two-tone Fedora, blue steel Fedora, that was it. And the ID of that is here. And I can check, I put on the retexture of here, which then allows me to use that as the retexture of for this one, tying it all together. I don't think I'd consider this two-tone. So success. I missed a lot of hats. I did? Yeah, no, I old Roblox had a nice vibe. I don't know how to explain it. It might just be nostalgia, but there was like modern day video games. I feel like they're so much more sanitized and like market research oriented, you know? And you get this weird standardization, but I feel like the old Roblox, like you could tell a lot more of the personality of the people who made it. You know, I'm hoping that when I remake Superhero Life 2, I don't lose that personality in my own work. I want that to stick through because I'm still me, and I think it will. Like I am still me. I still make this stuff. I think you will lose some of the charm from it not being, you know, as amateur, hopefully. But I think that you will get, it'll still be me at the end of the day. This won't just be like an asset flip. This will be a fun game that, you know, you can tell I made it. Okay, gotcha, Kata. I appreciate it. All right, the purple, the universe crown. So this one's multicolor for sure. Is this a retexture of anything? Like, I feel like I'm getting vague vibes that this was retextured. Hold up, there's a blue one. In the duplicate is Lord of the Federation. I'm so confused. Wait, I think they just got the wrong image on the wiki. Okay, Oreos, Emperor of the Universe Crown. Let's see, is this the Roblox one? It it is. So let's see. So this one's okay. Any idea as to whether which one is it? So Emperor of the Universe Crown. When did this come out? So because there is an Emperor of the Universe Crown and it's blue. So I don't know what is this? Wait, wait a second. Hold on. Okay, so let's try Lord of the Federation Roblox. Okay, Lord of the Federation. Oh no, this is a bundle. Did they did they change this? I think they might have changed this and like re-uploaded it as like a limited. I am so confused. I I don't know. I don't know what to make of this, man. What all I can say though is that the retexture of number is lower, so I'm going to accept that it's a retexture. But just so we're clear, everybody, the one on the Roblox website has the exact same name and is blue, and there's only 10 of them ever that could have been purchased. So something's weird. Add stuff to our masks, like webbing and ears and stuff. I think I don't know that one sounds like pretty fine-tuned stuff. Like it's hard to add small details in a way that looks good. With dynamic texturing, that opens up doors. So you might have like a webbing texture, but even then, I'm not trying to help y'all make Spider-Man. I want to have a character creator. I don't want to just have y'all be making Spider-Man all day, you know? Like I feel like a good character creator should be able to create something that looks like Spider-Man in the sense that like it has good dynamic range. But my goal is not for y'all to remake Spider-Man. Does that make sense? Am I being unreasonable? I don't think so. Um, I might be. Yeah, that's the problem. I've been doing this for too long. I have too many opinions. Well, I appreciate the real Green. I is this purple? That is purple. I like it though. Okay, so what else? What next? I'm just gonna assume that this is the original eye patch. Does anyone know which one came first, the emerald eye or the sapphire eye? Emerald eye Roblox. Um, it's over 45 Robux and went off sale later on. It has been favorited. Oh, they took it off sale? Why did they take all these old hats off sale? I wonder if it's because they were licensed. I think a lot of early Roblox assets were like from mesh packs. And you can see some of like they're like some Cinti Studios assets even in like the packages and such. Like so I don't know. Okay, so Emerald Eye. So let's see, Sapphire Eye. Yeah, Webman, my favorite hero. Hey there, Kinsao. Thank you for stopping by. God Spider. Honestly, that sounds like an interesting character. My goal is to allow you to give it a cool design. Yeah, well, I mean, here's the thing. I'm not going to sit down and try to explain like superhero IP law or like the character, um, or like, like the importance of creativity. I'm not going to try to sit down and explain that to a bunch of people. I am just going to silently wish that they made their own things. And not even that silently. I'm saying it out loud right now. Okay, so Sapphire Eye Roblox. We'll just compare it to the Sapphire Eye. If the Sapphire Eye is older, then okay, so 5 million versus 1 million. Okay, I think we can say this is complete. So is complete? Yes. Um, Now this one is a retexture. This is so Dark Lord in Marketplace. I need to reach out to Guest Capone. He has so many cool assets. He has just so many cool UGC things. Um, okay, so um, Dark Lord Roblox hat. I accidentally spelled hate. All right, so Dark Lord. Oh wait, what was the previous one called? Let's check the. Okay, so we skipped Domino Infernia. Skip, 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 skip. Successfully integrated Archduke of Federation. Hooded Space Lord. That was it, not Dark Lord. Hooded Space Lord Roblox. Um, where'd that go? All right, so Hooded Space Lord in Marketplace. Um, okay, I'm gonna guess the one that costs $1 billion is the original. Okay, so next that is complete. Okay, so let's see, it's complete. Yeah, it's complete, right? Does it need to be recolored? I think it's just one tone for the most part. I originally had it say like multi-tonal, but that just seemed pedantic. But now I am pedantic though, so now it feels like I made a mistake. Um, Bad news, y'all. I'm removing the wings. Not permanently. I just want them to be rigged. I want them to like flap and like move with you. And for that I have to remove them. I'm sorry. Um, but does anyone know if these yeah, I know. I'm sorry. It's just they yeah, I know. I'm trying not to literally the only things I am removing are like those rigged external parts or things that should be heads. And that's because I'll be reincorporating the heads. Like when I'm removing them, it's just a temporary removal. You are getting them back, I promise. It's just they're not that's gonna be like I want to do those right, you know? I want it to look good. I want people who have wings to like have the flying feel different. Like you should feel like you should be gliding and then flap to speed up. Like that should be almost a power even. Like yeah, sorry, but you know, you know how it is. Okay, so workflow. Okay, so is removed. Forgive me. What's this one called again? Um, okay, so this is called Black Wings. That's weird. Hold up. When did UGC come out? Because this is an artifact. And I know I didn't add those later. But somehow this is by a guy named Who's Trade. Did he just make stuff for Roblox for a while? This like pre-UGC or something? That is weird. Yeah, this isn't made by Roblox yet. It's pre-UGC. Huh. Oh well. Um, yeah, that's a good point. Let me check. Okay, yeah, so there's so Black Wings. Okay, so we have that. Let's just look if they look. So I agree that there are wings. Looks like they're all different shapes. So that kind of helps us out here. So I don't think this is a retexture, or if it is, we'll just figure that out later. What else is miscategorized? Yeah, no, like I didn't make an update to Superhero, like much less the artifact system that late, you know? So this is, I guess, I don't know. It's interesting. Is removed. Sorry, y'all. I'm gonna start putting a just a second. I need sanity. I'm going to start putting a little count for like just to make it more to make it a little bit easier for me to navigate like how much more is left. Okay, so import story. This is actually more fun than I was expecting, you know? It feels fun. It's like unwrapping Christmas presents. Like these are gonna be in the game, you know? Uh, I'm gonna have to reach out to some more UGC people and try to get some deals set up. Index 1, 2, 3. So print. What is this? Is this the right thing? No, this is the wrong thing. Okay, so I'm actually going to start removing this. So I'm going to remove accessory. Okay, that feels good. What else should we remove? Is there really any reason why we couldn't just immediately have this work with clothing? Oh, no, wait, never mind. I shouldn't have removed that yet. And this is why you have a Git workflow. You can just immediately undo that. Okay. Because I need to move over some code for if it's a shirt slash pants. Um, okay, so outfit, where is that? So clothing, import story. There it is. You see it right here? Okay. So now we're going to move this in. So if, where's the asset? Where's the asset? Asset ID, import data. Okay. If asset is a shirt or asset is a pants, then we're going to move this, load shirt, load pants. Um, import data. Yeah, no, I actually completely agree, Kato. I want to upgrade the appearances of them, but for now, like we're just gonna get the translation stuff working. I'm gonna upgrade the default characters, but I'm gonna make sure that the other characters just load in correctly. So import shared. I feel like I'm in an amazing mood right now. Why? Why? I never would have guessed that like the import stuff would have made me feel so much better. It's Will's fault. He jumped in earlier and it was just like, "Ooh, this is exciting," and I said, "No, you don't get it." Um, asset body type mask. Um, once we have a non-binary option, I'm going to use non-binary here because that way it fits for both of them. But believe it or not. For such a progressive company, they don't have a non-binary one, which is really funny when you think about it, considering the fact that most of the audience is children. And you'd argue that like pre-puberty, there's not too much of a difference. And so you think of non-binary, you'd want to go with non-binary for like that kind of thing. Like you don't want to put all like the masculine or feminine features on the body types. You just want to, just have generic build. But no, oh well. Uh, let's see. Why are we talking about children? Because the average audience, because you're a child, because it's because we're making a game for kids. And anyway, let's see. Yeah, yeah, no, I got you, Kato. It's an odd, it's odd, It's like that. There's a like, remember like all the people with like the absurd. Well, okay, in fairness, there is a huge age distribution. I'd say my game has one of the oddest age distributions because I'd say the target audience is still more like younger teenagers, but like it came out 7 years ago, so people who were the target audience when it came out are now in college. So it's a bit strange, but I want to do kind of like Samurai Jack. I want a Samurai Jack ending for this, where like it comes out for kids, and then there's like a decade later, it comes back and it's still the same show, but now they've kind of aged it up a lot. And so I want to age it up, not necessarily to the point where you lose the original, but to the point where the people who loved the original feel like it's grown with them. So yeah, that's the goal at least. Character style. Uh, okay, so let's just put these here. Local body type, local. Yeah, yeah. I want to get. I feel like the grappling hook has been underutilized in the game. There should be a lot more fun things available for the grappling hook. Like just being able to throw people around with it should be like we should support that directly. Let's see. So body type, body style. Okay. So if asset, else if, well, item CF. Let's see. If um, let's see. So V asset type pants. Oh wait. So if import data, import data dot name asset ID. All right. Cool. So now we should have all of that supported. So we can remove, hopefully, um, let's see. How would we determine if something's layered clothing or not? Hmm. Item restrictions, shirt accessory. Okay, we might just have to use the original import stuff. Okay, so import.name. asset type, layered clothing. Excuse me. What's it doing? Why is he stupid? I got jump scared by Man Bat right now. Is man, yeah, the junk with poison. I see the DC lore has changed since I last caught up. Okay, nice. So I'm just gonna have this be the I'm gonna have this, just layered clothing, local layered clothing asset. Well, actually, wait, no, I can be smarter than this. I can check if it has a item under it. I can check if it has something called a wrap layer. Okay, so but I'm not really applying it to anything. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. So we're just gonna, I think we can safely say that, okay, okay, so we're gonna remove that. Um, gonna remove that. Okay, so we can move this out. And with that, we have just reduced like 12 different scripts into a single 200 something line script. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Let's see. Business is booming. How about let's do import save. Okay, well, just close all these. I don't need, don't save, don't save, don't save. Okay, nice. That was close. I almost saved over the, all right, use fast skip. Um, if skip and use fast skip. So this is just the check we're doing earlier, except we're not loading in the character data first. Fast skipping asset ID. This will mean that we can, just jump to where we left off. So, okay, I think I might have fried Rojo. It doesn't like it when I just remove stuff. Okay, so server script service, scripts, assets. All right, let's just reload the entire window. Let's see. I see we're talking stuffs. Oh no, it's raging time. Am I chat? Thankfully, we aren't Google, so you're perfectly allowed to be evil here. Uh, just not allowed to be mean. It's different. Why is it yelling at me? What did I do wrong? Okay. Yay, it worked. Okay. This feels like it has to be like some kind of reskin, but it might. Do we really want to track down the retexture for this? I'm just fine calling this one complete. Like that's such like a very specific thing. Was this ever a different thing? I feel like I remember there being like the ice skull of Nevermore was like originally there was a bone version. Am I remembering that correctly? It's interesting in the sense that look at this. You can see through it. It's one of the few things on Roblox that's actually transparent in its implementation, which I think is cool. Uh, but yeah, so what is it? This one, this one's original. Okay, yeah, there was a bone one, the Riddling skull. Okay, but yeah, it wasn't but I think that the Riddling skull didn't have horns, correct? Let's see. Multicolor. Okay, yeah, if they added horns to it, then it's technically a different mesh. Oh no, accidentally added is complete to the character. Okay. Uh, I'm almost certain this one's an original one. This one goes way back. This is like the first dev I remember. It's like R92. He had this hat on all the time. Let's see. Workflow. Yeah, there was him. There was Braden99, Stealth Pilot, and Stickmaster Lou, who still hangs around today and is a very chill person, at least in every interaction I've had with him. Um, it's kind of funny though, because like I think that I don't know if I annoy him. Sometimes you get the vibe you annoy people, but it's also because it's Roblox and everyone's overwhelmed at all times. So the I think it must be overwhelming for him to have like all these people around him at all times, just like, whoa, you made this game when I was a kid, you know? I bet that'd be tiring. The yeah, same thing, same vibe I get with Builder Man whenever I meet him, where he's just like, trying to, make it through the crowd. Nice guy. Okay, but I think okay, this one, I for some reason I thought we already had this, but I guess we didn't integrate the metadata. Um, I think we could consider this single color. Is this yeah, no, totally not an Iron Man helmet. Yeah, you're right. Let's see. Was there a different colored one or was it only this color? Just that one? Okay. Yeah, then I guess complete. I'm almost certain that this one actually is a recolor, right? But unfortunately, it's also going to be one we're removing because I want to have animal heads be like a head. Like I want you to be able to put a mask over this guy's face, you know? That's what I want. And so that's going to require processing later. Multicolor. Okay, so retextures. What was this one called? I should have it print the names of these because I always end up forgetting it. Um, Okay. Loading. Import data. Name. Okay. So now let's try this. Fast skipping. Emerald Wrath Dragon, that's what it's called. So Emerald Wrath Dragon. So we're going to check out that in the marketplace. um, uh, just a second, I need to restart Studio. It for some reason sometimes Studio will just crash, like and the UI will just stop working. Um, looks like a fish. Yeah, no, I can see. Do-do. You know what I want? I want to be able to keep my autosave on, but have the reminder that they autosaved off. Does that make sense? Because it always warns me like, hey, you have an autosave. What? An unexpected error, Roblox needs to quit. Haven't gotten that in a while. What'd I do? I was just making games. Come on, Dave. Why'd you do that to me? Okay. Yeah, I met him once. That's why I can call him Dave. Not even once. I met him a few times. I just only once recently. Um, okay, so it's should be starting Roblox again now. Yes. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, gosh, Roblox. Come on. Come on. Yeah, let's see if there's Emerald Wrath Roblox, Azarath. I'm just gonna look up Azarath Dragon and see what it takes me to. All right, it seems like Azarath Dragon only ever brings up that, so I'm safe assuming that that's just like the only one of it is. It's configuring Roblox Studio. My goodness, when Roblox crashes, it crashes. Okay, but we are making progress. How let's see, so Emerald Wrath Dragon, so that's this one. So which one are we at? Let's actually do this for loading index out of number assets to import. Okay. Oh, whoops. Um, right. So now you're gonna let me do it? Okay, okay. Out of curiosity, are the powers going to get the same things here? So the powers are, I'm going to be doing those a lot more custom. Like with the accessories for the most part, I think that the average person who uploads to the catalog is a more talented artist than I am. And so when possible, and made available either through it being a more publicly usable thing like the Roblox assets, or because I've come to an agreement with a UGC developer. Yeah, except assets, map object. Okay, let's just delete that. Import. Okay, so fast skipping. Okay, so we're just going to accept it is multicolor. Gotta close all these again. Gotta load this. Is multicolor is removed. All right, success. 35 of 101. Wow, this is going to take. It's going to take time. Okay, so Riddling Skull. We're gonna do some speed rounds. Okay, complete. We're not going to trace down everything. This looks good. Is it multicolor? Yep. No, it's just a single hue for the most part. Is complete. Is multicolor. Is complete. Is complete. It's not even single color. Is complete. Okay, I'm gonna just a second. I'm going to change the distance at which it shows it to me. Local load distance equals 5. Or let's do 6. So load distance is 5. Okay. Okay, so let's try that again. Yep, speed running. 0 to a billion to a more billion in 10 seconds. Let's see. The is removed. Is your texture is multicolor. Okay. The heck? We're going to have scarring. I'm probably not going to do it this way, so we're going to remove it. Sorry, y'all. Let's see. These are fine. This one is the original. So is complete. Just a second. I'm going to remove the is and has retexture tags. No, okay. We're going to keep it in there for now. Okay, so import. Okay, so 48, 45. Okay, see we're okay. Now we're at halfway. Okay, we're gonna be much faster. Is multicolor? Yes. Is complete? Yes. Is complete. Is this really the texture of this one? Okay, but we know that this one can't be the original one, right? What's the original one of these called? Ghost Deary. Is a retexture of the Dussaker. Okay, wow, that's an old one. That's from 2008. 2008 Roblox. Okay. So the Dussaker. What am I pronouncing that right? The Dussaker. Okay, so we can say that this one is a retexture of the Dussaker. Dang it, I forgot. I unclicked the thing instead of actually saving it. Skill issue. Okay. This was cool. I like this one. All right. See. Oh, hello, Dakota. See you, Dakota. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah. Old Roblox. Well, I feel like old Roblox pricing was not bad compared to what limiteds have done to the market. I do not like limiteds. Just seems like really we really want to have the stock market for kids. Is that really what we want? Okay. The is complete. Let's see. See scale issue. This is that emerald eye, right? Roblox, Emerald Eye, Roblox. So this is 11. Oh, this came out right before that one. Okay, yeah. So also, I am going to make my life a little bit easier. Again, I just keep doing it. Okay, I'm going to import a service that doesn't get used as often as the other ones. You might not even heard of it. It's called selection. I always accidentally call it selection service, but it's one of those few services like Degrees, which doesn't have service at the end of it. So this will allow me to selection, set, asset, and this will actually make my cursor selected in Roblox. You can have it select a bunch of stuff. You can also, do Control Z, and like you can most of Roblox Studio is actually configured to be like used with Lua. So it's a lot of functionality. But now when I select it, it should. Then it didn't select the. You've made a fool of me. Did I not save it? Yeah, no, that's right. That's my problem. Oh well. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But it would have been very cool if it worked. Can we agree with that? Oh well. Let's see. Oh, maybe it only works if it's in the workspace. That might be it. So assets. Okay, let's try now. Okay, I promise. If it doesn't work after this change, I will accept it. Nailed it. All right. So now back to the fun work. This is multicolor. I can't get around this. I want to make things not multicolor, but this is multicolor. Um, but see, this to me is almost more compelling to be not multicolor, but I'd be lying to myself. Um, yeah, multicolor. Very multicolor. This one wasn't a retexture, right? Space Mercenary. No, okay, I'm not seeing anything. Hmm. It looks we're gonna get to Chris. I promise you, Chris, Terminator. Is it your name's Chris, right? Chris Terminator. It's Chris Terminator, not Christ Terminator. Yeah. So the problem is my name's Christopher, so like I read the T, you know? I'm guessing that's probably your name too. There are a few Christians out there, but most of the Christians I know don't go by Chris. So, yeah. But everyone agrees collectively that Christopher is too much of a mouthful. So you got to go by Chris. Let's see. It's not multicolored. Is complete. Well, CJ is my name. It's Christopher James. My family doesn't call me it though, but all my colleagues and most of the people who knew me in college. It's funny, like everyone will just casually know me as CJ, but then it feels like the second they become like a close friend of mine, they just kind of drop it and go by Chris. And like, I don't mind. Like I've gone by Chris most of my life. It's the main reason I started going by CJ was because there's just too many people named Chris. And like at one time in Spanish class, I sat at a table with three Chris's at a total. There were only four people at the table. It was just like, and I just had to live that way for a semester. It was devastating. I vowed never again. This is really nice. I like this. Um, yeah, a new level of CJ lore. CJ Origins. Um, okay. This is the Imperious one again, right? The Dominus Imperious. So then with that, retexture of that is complete. 68. This is cool. Oh, this is Loki, isn't it? I mean, this is just a generic space crown. To know who it could possibly look like. Okay, it's not multicolored though. I mean, it is multicolored. Sorry, it's not monocolored. Nice. I like this one. Look, I'm gonna make it so we can have different types of heads. I'm not sure I'm bringing this one back. This asset is really rough looking. It's not even like a no furry thing. Like, y'all are gonna pretend like Beast from X-Men isn't a cool character because he's an animal. No, it's like it's like just the eyes look painted on. You know, just an odd asset. Um, yeah, like y'all deserve higher quality personas. What is this? Black Mask, Noir Thief. Mhm. I've forgotten so many of these. Oh, this one is a fedora. It's like Roblox fedora. Let's see. So is complete. Yes, the furries are in the building. Yeah, I don't really have an issue with furries or anything. I think it's just another internet subculture. It's just more of like I think it's one of those situations where like the fandom itself got kind of corrupted by those like at the worst, like the most extreme people, you know? It's yeah. So at the end of the day, I think I know Beastars was very good. So if liking the show Beastars makes me a furry, oh well. But I think it's just you gotta have it can't just be that they're animals. It has to be a good story, you know? Or maybe it's because I'm a nerd when it comes to like plot structure and stuff. Oh well. Not sure if this is going to be people's most interesting chapter of CJ lore. Did I add that? Yes, is complete. Oh yeah, B-Stars is awesome. Yeah, the so let's see. Werewolves are cool. I'd say that humor wise, I'm actually the result of a vampire mixed with a werewolf. I'm vampire because I hate going outside during the day. I'll just hiss as the sun burns me. And werewolf because I mean, just look at me. Um, let's see. Yeah, it's multicolored. It's complete. Oh no. Oh no. Zone, not the villain arc. No. You're gonna go back in time and it was you the whole time. Or whatever the zoom thing was. Was it zoom or reverse flash? I think it was reverse flash. Um, is complete. Is multicolor. Complete. Do we really gotta count that as multicolor? I guess. It's funny. Looking at this now, it's obviously the Luffy hat, the Luffy hat. I watched a few seasons of One Piece, but it didn't really catch. Maybe I just need to give it another shot. But like the I'm almost certain I had no idea what it was when I made Superhero Life 2. Oh no, they're both in their villain arcs. This might have genuinely been a coincidence. I have no idea. Because I'm almost certain I did not know anything about One Piece when I made this. The only anime I had watched when I made Superhero Life 2 was I watched Death Note during it because I think it just was on Netflix. Um, let's see. This monocolor? Oh, yep. Okay. Or let's see. This one is multicolor. Another one. Literally haven't even closed the window from the last one. Is it multicolor? Not really. It's removed. Is retexture? If it is complete. How many? 94. We got five. No, my math is bad. We got seven left. Um, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood was good. I never watched the original. Um, but yeah, no, Full Metal Alchemist. Full Metal Alchemist. Yeah, it was good. I didn't make it through the first. I have a bad habit of not making it through animes that people say is really good. But then I'll rewatch it later and like I'll be more ready, you know? I think I can't. I think I'm not good with pacing in anime. I feel like anime pacing is just awful a lot of the times. It's so like I have to like be prepared for it a lot of the time. Like even Death Note, I swear that's series is two different shows. There's the first half or the first 8 episodes, which people agree are pretty good. Then things just start going downhill. I don't get me wrong. I finished it. I didn't. It didn't lose me like other ones, but like after the halfway point, it's just eh. I'm glad that they did some sort of world building. I'm glad they like went a direction beyond that. But I think they could have done better with the characters. after that point. And also that writer, I'm usually not one to hurl mud at people. The person who made Death Note definitely hates women. Like that is there is no way the person who made Death Note does not hate women. There is not a single good female character in that show who does not get like murdered in a horrible way. Um, you know, that is not a show that passes any form of the Bechdel test. The all right, so is complete. We're almost through. We're almost through, y'all. We're almost through. Almost through. This is a cool one. Space Diver's great. Yeah, I wanted to do like a Game of Thrones fix when the books come out at some point. You know, I just kind of did with Full Metal Alchemist. Just go back, restart, now that you know the full scope of it, do it correctly. If we're getting them remaking the Lord of the Rings, you know, they might as well remake a series which got messed up on its first run through instead of Lord of the Rings, which everyone tells me is perfect. And it might be. I don't have any critiques of Lord of the Rings. I just don't enjoy it that much. Like there's nothing wrong with it. I can recommend from like a cinema perspective why people love Lord of the Rings. I just get bored. Too stupid. It's a skill issue. But also I was a little bit more on the sci-fi side of things than pure fantasy. Is this what I consider as multicolor? No. Okay. Is complete. Uh, yeah, that's good. Is complete. No more assets. All right, y'all. So we've gotten the different, we've gotten those ones in. Nice, nice. Okay, so let's go and let's see. So hair, what do I want to do with this? So we have, so we've gotten the artifacts in. So congrats to us. Uh, let's see. So added artifacts. Do I need to like? I think I need to actually like format it to like make it make it run. Okay, so there we go. Okay. Hmm. Added all artifacts. Beautiful. So what else? So now hats. Woo! You thought we were done? This one won't take as long, thankfully. Outfit accessory. Yes. Yeah, well, I mean, the artifacts are genuinely finished. Every artifact has been ported over. So that's good. That's good. Um, this will be fast. This will be fast. We just have to get through 5 hats. Like basically, we got to go through and every single one of these. Well, first we got to fill in these nils, but then like we basically got through this part right here, and so we just got to go and you know move these over. Now, not all of these necessarily have immediate accessory options. We're gonna have to make some of these from scratch. But yeah, that's the current plan. Uh, so yeah, let's get to doing that. What is this? So this is the backwards cap. Is that really the texture for it? Goodness, I reject that. That is not the texture we're using. All right. Okay, so let's go back to this backwards cap. Oh, okay. What's a good backwards cap asset? Like, let's see. It's got to be one made by Roblox. Just put the asset ID in chat if you see one. Okay. It's ideally it'd be one without any like markings or anything on it, you know? But you know, we'll get what we get. I feel like there's got to be like an asset somewhere for like a cap that's just on backwards. Let's see. Oh, oh, looks like my wonderful girlfriend's back. So I think that'll be it for tonight, folks.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, no, I lost track of time. But yeah, no, we made some good progress today. So I think it also, admittedly, I think that you know that while it was good progress, I could tell they were suffering. You know, they wanted the pain to stop. Yeah. The but yeah. So we're mostly just yeah, do you want to see the exciting stuff we've been doing? Basically, we have these different why does it keep importing the zipper hat? I don't want the zipper hat. Okay, but we're basically just going through and taking all these Roblox accessories and there's my mouse frozen. All right, yeah, and so we're going to take this. So this is a hat, cool hat, has the word rock written down. Okay, but we'll have to come back to this next time. We don't want the rock hat. Um. Anyway, all right, I'll be out in a minute. Okay. All right. So I think we'll have to accept. You know, we're gonna find these hats next time, and yeah, that's just gonna be what we do for a bit. We're just gonna go through, and with every single one of these, swap it out with like an actual thing. You know, each one of these nils will become an ID that we have found and integrated into this. And the ones that where accessories don't exist, we will make them and publish them as our own UGC, so that we can load it in through the same system. And also, you know, you'll be able to, you know, get if you like a character asset in the game, you could just buy it. You know, you could have it on your actual character. So I think that's a win-win. But yeah, pretty cool stuff. All right, thank y'all again, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Peace.